Hi, it's Dr. Christy Ennis. Welcome to Follow Me Friday, where motion is lotion. And today we are going to build up some energy, get some things flowing, all easy and gentle to do. You can even do these in bed if you want, but you might as well get out of bed and get that energy going. So let's get started. All right, starting with our feet about hip width apart. You can bring those arms out to the side if it's comfortable for you. We're going to drop those knees over to one side as far as you comfortably can. Breathe in the middle and then exhale over to the other side. These should feel good. So if you can't go all the way down to the ground, totally okay. Just go to where your body feels comfortable for today. As you start to go through these, you may find that you get a little bit more motion too as you go. But something to think about working up to is getting more motion as time goes on. Also, one more to the other side. And then coming back to the middle. We're going to bring our feet together just a little bit more. I'm going to lift my butt up, and as I do that, arms are going to come overhead. So notice my arms don't go all the way behind me because I'm a little tight, which you might be too in the morning here. You're going to bring your arms over as far as you can without arching through the rib cage. And the same thing goes for your butt. You're only lifting your butt as high as you can without arching through that rib cage too. If you feel like your hips are really tight and restricting you here, if you bring your heels together and turn those toes apart, you're going to open up that hip space a little bit more, and that might feel really good for you. We're going to do just a couple more here. If you need a little extra guidance, check out my membership options where I've got a Zoom meeting with you one-on-one, and then we come up with a personalized plan as well. All right, from here, one knee's going to stay bent for me on the ground. I'm going to bring the other one up towards me. You can straighten out the other leg if it's comfortable for you, but I like a little back support here. You can grab onto the shin, you can grab underneath the thigh, whatever's comfortable for you. If you need a little extra help, you can even put a sheet underneath to help bring that leg up. And I'm just going to give it a tiny little rock side to side. Again, we're trying to get some blood flow going here too. So I'm getting into that hip, getting behind the thigh. And we're just breathing still as we do this, of course. Just another little rock here, side to side. And then go ahead and switch. Same idea, other side. So it's that little rock, side to side. Little rock, just like we're in Arkansas. Try to relax. I notice sometimes I tense up the rest of my body. Whoops, and try also not to do that where you roll on over to the other side. We're trying to keep nice and flat except for that knee. But yeah, try to relax in through the neck and into the arms too. That might be that you need a towel to help support so this other stuff stays nice and loose. And one more little rock. Then we're going back to the other side. I'm going to put my hands behind my thigh, and then we're going to actually straighten that lower part of the leg up until you feel a nice gentle stretch. So if it doesn't go all the way straight, just like any of the other ones, you don't need to move all the way through. You move to your point of comfort. This is not no pain, no gain. This is yummy feeling today. We're gonna do one more on this side. You can even bring those toes towards you. And then we're switching sides. So again, moving here because we didn't have that blood flow going, right? We're trying to get those layers moving and not cause injury or pain here. Two more on this side, and then we're going to sit on up. There's one. And last one. Good. Okay, we're going to go ahead and sit on up. All right, in a seated position, if you can go with that cross-legged position, great. If that's uncomfortable, if that is uncomfortable for you, you can even do one leg straight out. You can do both legs straight out, whatever feels best for you. We're going into a twist. So sitting up nice and tall, I'm going to take my left hand on my right knee. My right hand is going to come behind me, and I'm just going to do a nice gentle twist where my head follows last. Pause, and then inhale in the middle, and exhale to the other side. If it bothers your neck for any reason to turn that head, it's okay. Just leave your head, just like me, looking straight at you guys. Not a problem to do that. And again, only twisting as far as you comfortably can, right? Very much important. Boy, I really can't speak today. It is very important to make sure that you are comfortable as you do these. We've got one more to the other side, and we have one more seated exercise. All right, I'm going to take my left hand and place it down on the mat. Right hand's going to come on top of the head, and it's just a little tilt, anchoring that shoulder down. Just pause for a second, and then it's switching. So this obviously is for our neck, It's for the shoulder too. I got a little snap, crackle, pop going on here. I love it in a good way. Good, we're gonna just do one more to each side, and then we're going on to our hands and knees. Last one. Nice, okay, new position. All right, in that quadruped or hands and knees position, shoulders stacked over those hands. You're gonna take a nice breath in, squeeze those shoulder blades together, arch that back, lift that head, and then exhale, and everything rounds forward. I'm pushing away from the mat, tucking that tailbone, tucking that chin. We're gonna do 3 like this. Nice traditional cat-cow yoga pose here. One of my favorites. Great for really the whole body. We're really getting into the spine here. One more round. Staying in that position, we're going to take this left arm and we're going to rotate open, let the head follow if it feels okay, and then you're going to slide it on underneath, let that shoulder come down if that feels okay. We're going to get 3 on one side and 3 on the other. So we've got one more here. One more slide underneath. Good. Shoulder and back and chest on this one. And again, if it doesn't feel good to turn your head, then don't. Persistent and consistent is much more important than trying to push, especially if something hurts. That's never a good thing. One more. Good. Okay. We're going to push our buns back right into that child's pose. And from here, we're just gonna rock a little side to side to get more into our lats. So I'm pressing more into one arm, shifting and pressing more into the other arm. And again, just a couple more on each side. One more on each side, and then we're actually going into a kneeling position. Last one. Nice. Last one is in kind of this half kneeling position. It's a little bit more challenging than the other ones, which is why I saved it for the end. So it's okay if you can't do this one yet. Again, a goal to get to. So starting in this half kneeling position, we're gonna think about tuck that tailbone under, push that hip forward, and then we're gonna shift everything back. Leg straightens in front, toes come up to stretch the hamstring. Rocking back up, you can even squeeze into that glute a little to get more of a hip flexor stretch there. And then shift it back just for a breath or 2. One more on this side. You can even, you can lean into it a little bit more if it's starting to feel good. Last one, and then switch sides. All right, so other leg goes in front, tuck that tailbone, push that hip, shift everything back, toes come up. If you need to leave a little bend in that front leg, that's okay too. It doesn't have to be perfectly straight, especially if it causes pain. Don't forget that. It's 2, and then we just have one more, and your body's ready to go for the day. Woo, nice job.